You are the person you've been searching for. So unless you are staring in a mirror, stop seeking for more, because it's past time for you to understand clearly who you are, what you've been looking for, and how that empty feeling, that hole in your chest came about. You just get that emotion because you believe you don't have what you need. Because we live in a consumerist world, they rely on you to buy things. The simplest approach to sell it is to tell you that you aren't good enough. Purchase this car, you will be able to persuade women. Purchase this bra, guys will run after you. And we've seen it so many times that we've begun to believe the lies. But the truth is that the makeup they are selling to make you feel better is the same makeup they are selling to make you feel better. You purchase it in order to be feeling shiner about this deception. They always tell you that you aren't good enough. And how about the films? We watch every show on the television. I need you to complete me. The more I watch and see, yes, love is the solution. Love is the key. But how can you love me if you can't love yourself? And what exactly does that imply? Massages, selfies, and other such activities are examples. Because the more I consider it, the stranger it becomes. I was raised to believe that self-love was something to be dreaded. I'm supposed to love myself, but I'm not sure now. Well, I learned a trick from a friend who noticed how quick I was to defend her. She would add, "I'm so foolish," whenever she says something terrible about herself. And I added that you are a genius. She said, "I'm such a wimp." And I say, "You are incredibly tough." And she added, "I feel hideous." I also mentioned that you had a lovely appearance. She inquired as to why I was so lovely, continuously filling her cup while neglecting my own. So carelessly, since my voice was crystal clear when I looked in the mirror. You are unattractive. You are far too frail. Your tresses will be received. On your chin, there's a pit bull. That's when she gave me some advice that forever impacted my life. She embraced me and hugged me. And she advised me to treat myself as though I was someone I adored. Treat yourself as though you were someone you cared about. I'd be standing, but I needed to sit because I couldn't believe how much I let myself down. Continually forgetting that I was the person I was seeking for. And I knew it was time to stop looking for more until I could see clearly in the mirror. Through all of my dread, that the man looking back at me was the only one who could make me happy. And I'm already sufficient. and I'm not any more unique or remarkable than you. That is why I have come to see you. You are already sufficient. And when you begin to notice this, you will notice that your environment begins to brighten. Your weight will lighten. And you will notice this in your daily life. You can be a lover rather than a fighter. And you desire that life because you are worth it. And there's no use in allowing yourself to keep her getting because you are wonderful no matter what you say or do. So today, I hope I've given you a steer away from the flaws you perceive in your reflection. They are not flaws to me. They are just safeguards against any misgivings you may have about your own perception. So begin today by staring in the mirror and declaring, I am who I've been waiting for. How much do you adore yourself? You will never be friends with those type of people if you grasp the worth of self-love. The majority of the individuals out here are rushing about with nothing in their pockets. They have no sense of self-love or self-awareness. When I say self-love, I'm not referring about famous status or monetary possessions and everything else that your pessimistic mind might conjure up. Has nothing to do with self-love, has nothing to do with appearances, has nothing to do with vehicles, and has nothing to do with any of the other superficial things that one might think will make you love yourself even more. It's all about knowing what you want. It's a matter of you saying that I don't have to be around these individuals in this type of setting in order for me to finally understand my own worth. I adore myself regardless of how much you adore me. I have faith in myself. I'm aware of my self-worth, and I'm aware that I'm here for a reason. There's no point in having wisdom or information if you don't use it. Every day I'm a work in progress in terms of spirituality. A person who can't forgive anything has been psychologically and emotionally damaged. Allow your parents to forgive you. Forgive yourself for whatever failed relationship you've ever had. Forgive everyone in your life who has ever harmed you in any way, shape, or form. Please pardon yourself. Giving up hope that the past may be different is what forgiveness entails. I believe that forgiving implies accepting what has happened to you, and I believe that many of you believe the same. Admitting that it happened to you is different from accepting that it was okay for it to happen. It is acknowledging that something has occurred. So what am I going to do now? Forgiving entails giving them hope, not holding on to hope, wishing that things could have turned out differently than they did. It also entails giving them hope that the past could have turned out differently. And I believe that getting it pushed me to the next level of being a better person, because I no longer carry grudges against anyone or anything. You shouldn't either, since it's time to let go, so that you are not bound by the past. You are not held captive by a prisoner. Life is cyclic, as you can see. What is it that you aren't doing? Whatever you are going through right now isn't going to last. It's come to an end, not to stay, but to end. It's just going through the motions. The most difficult task is to understand what is going on. This is all a part of it. This too shall pass is what we call life. So keep it in perspective. Put it in perspective. Let it go and start working on yourself. And believe me, when I say you are going to have people do stuff to you, you're going to have to deal with a lot of things. The most essential thing is to harness your willpower. Let it go and move forward so you may grow and go on with your life. It makes no difference what happens to you. It's all about what you are going to do about it. Master, what are your plans now? However, if you want to start moving towards your own particular greatness, if you want to start truly enjoying your happy, successful, and healthy life, you must be willing to go against the grain. You must be willing to control your willpower. So as you are recreating your life, jot down a description of the type of person you want to be. One of the things you must conquer is recognizing which aspect of your personality you know you will have to change, since they are liabilities to you. What are your strengths and weaknesses? What are your advantages? To take that decision, take a look at and examine yourself. Another problem is that we'll need some coaching to get out of this mess. Find some dependable critics, people who you know care about what you are doing. You say things that prevents us from progressing and breaking out from a root. First and foremost, we recognize ourselves through criticism. When someone tries to give us feedback on where we are falling short or point out our blind spots, we take it personally. We want everything to be favorable in our favor. We are not without flaws. It aches a lot. I have a companion who is a reliable critic. I despise him, but I adore him. He doesn't always tell me what I want to hear. He tells me what I need to hear in order for me to progress. It's excruciating. I can't stand it when he puts me on the spot. But that is the only way I can improve. And I'm grateful that he cares enough about me to put our friendship on the line in order to tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. Stop being afraid of yourself. How frequently do you find yourself terrorized by your own thoughts? You are in complete terror, and it's all because of your ideas. There isn't a single thing being done. It's sometimes a long-standing family tradition. We occasionally occasionally receive new items. I'd like to have some company. Make a note of your worries when you have the opportunity. And then give yourself the chance to change each fear into a positive affirmation. Make each one into a positive experience. And keep in mind that you are in command at all times. You are in command at all times. As you can see, one idle thought doesn't make much of a difference. Drops of water are like thoughts. If you drop a drop of water, it doesn't signify much. But if you keep dropping, you will end up with a bottle on the floor, and then a little pond and a lake. Finally, you'll be able to make an ocean. And we can either drown in a sea of negativity or float on the ocean of life with our own thoughts. And it's up to us to keep track of the thoughts we have. And what kind of puddles are you standing in? Or are you up to this point? Or are you up to this point and trying to paddle now? We can change our experiences if we are willing to change our thoughts. And regardless of whether you have a large bottle of negative thoughts, you can move over here and generate a bottle of awareness. Happy thoughts. You have the ability to make modifications at any time. So you want to transform your fearful thoughts into positive affirmations and put them to work for you. If you like this video, please comment, please share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace out.